acids have replaceable hydrogens. When these hydrogens are completely or partially replaced by metal atom, the resulting compound are called salts. Now the question is from where that metal atom comes from, which replaces the hydrogen. The metal can be present in the form of a base, or as metal oxide, or metal carbonate, or it can either be metal itself, or in the form of salt of that metal. On the basis of source of metal atom, there are 5 methods for making salts. First method is by reacting acid with base. Second method, by reacting acid with metal oxide. The third one, by reaction of acid with metal carbonate. Method number 4 is by reacting acid with metal. And the last method is by reacting 2 different salts to produce 2 new salts. Now let's discuss these methods one by one. When we react acid with base, take an example of HCl as acid and NaOH as base. The hydrogen of acid and hydroxide of base reacts to form water. Metal ion of base, which is sodium ion, reacts with the negative part of acid, which is chloride, to form salt, sodium chloride, NaCl. Salt can also be produced by reacting acid with metal oxide. Here, we take sulfuric acid as acid and copper oxide as metal oxide. Hydrogens of acid and oxygen of metal oxide reacts to form water, while metal ion of metal oxide, which is copper here, reacts with a negative part of acid, which is sulfate, to form salt, copper sulfate. Moving ahead, the third method of salt formation is by reacting acid with metal itself. Here, we will take HCl and react it with magnesium metal. The magnesium metal reacts with its negative part of acid to form salt, magnesium chloride. The charge on magnesium is +2, while that on chloride is -1. Therefore, 2 chlorides will balance 1 magnesium, and the formula of salt formed would be MgCl2. To balance chloride on reactant side, we will place 2 before HCl. As there is no oxygen, the hydrogen atoms of acid combines with each other to form hydrogen gas. Here, the byproduct is hydrogen gas instead of water. Salt can also be produced by reacting acid with metal carbonate. Here, we will take HCl as acid and calcium carbonate as metal carbonate. Calcium of calcium carbonate and chloride of acid reacts to form salt, calcium chloride. The charge on calcium is +2, and that on chloride is -1. Therefore, 2 chlorides balance 1 calcium, and the formula of salt formed is CaCl2. To balance chlorides on the reactant side, we will place 2 before HCl. 1 oxygen from the carbonate group and 2 hydrogens of hydrochloric acid reacts to form water. The remaining 2 oxygens and 1 carbon from carbonate group react together to form carbon dioxide. Here, in addition to salt and water, carbon dioxide is also formed. And the very last method of salt formation is by reacting 2 salts and producing 2 new salts as a result. For example, we react silver nitrate with sodium chloride. The metal ions of both the salts are exchanged. Sodium combines with a nitrate, while silver combines with the chloride. Hence, 2 new salts are formed, silver chloride and sodium nitrate. Now, here is a question. By following which method you would prepare salt, calcium phosphate, if the side product is hydrogen gas? Drop down your answer in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe. Chem Therapy.